Let's unpack this. In today's beauty world, gosh, there's just so much information, isn't there? Claims flying everywhere, new ingredients, miracle products. It's really tough sometimes to cut through all that noise, to figure out what's actually different, what's genuinely innovative. So today we're doing a deep dive into K-beauty. Specifically, we're looking at a product that promises a perfect blend of skincare and makeup. Sounds pretty good, right? And we'll dig into the advanced ingredient that supposedly makes it all happen. Our goal here is just to give you the essential insights pulled from all the sources we've gathered.
Yeah, and what's really interesting, I think, is how this one product, the ICD Makeup Luminous Glow Cushion, it kind of represents these bigger trends in K-beauty. It's not just, another foundation. We're seeing this push towards products that don't just cover things up, cosmetically speaking, but actually deliver real skincare benefits, like during wear. For this dive, we've looked at, well, everything we could find, really. Product details, policy docs, reviews, even internal briefings, just trying to get you the full picture.
Okay, let's get right into it then. The star. ICD Makeup Luminous Glow Cushion. Now, for anyone maybe not super familiar with cushions in K-beauty, it's basically liquid makeup foundation, BB cream, whatever, soaked in a sponge and a compact. Super easy to apply, build up coverage, touch up when you're out, really convenient. This one, though, is being called a hybrid revolution. Big words. It promises, for you, buildable coverage with a glowy finish. But here's the part that caught my eye, maybe a bit confusing. It's described as giving luminous, dewy coverage, but also semi-matte, flawless coverage.
Yeah.
How does it do both? Those sound kind of opposite.
That's a great question. It really points to how sophisticated the formulation is. This cushion gets that versatility because it's doing more than just sitting on top of the skin. The sources talk about dual functionality. So it's designed to make your skin glow radiantly, yes, but it's also actively infusing it with nutrients and moisturizing factors. So it's working on your skin while you wear it. Now, about the coverage, buildable is key. You can tap on a light layer for that dewy, sort of natural look, or you can layer it for more coverage, and it doesn't get heavy or cakey. The luminous and dewy parts give you that healthy look, that radiance. But the semi-matte part means it's not overly shiny. It's controlled, refined. It's about finding that sweet spot, a natural polished look you can basically adjust yourself, depending on your skin, the weather, where you're going.
Ah, okay, I see. So it's like a customizable finish. That makes sense and sounds really appealing. But what about those classic makeup problems, like foundation settling into lines or looking cakey after a few hours or cracking? We've all been there. Does this cushion actually help with that for, the person using it all day?
It seems designed to, yes. That's where the formulation really steps up. The sources specifically mention its lightweight formula aims to keep your complexion clear and bright without caking or cracking, which is honestly a huge plus for looking fresh all day. And the secret, or part of it, behind what they call perfect adherence, comes down to a really smart ingredient choice. 2 types of silica powder. Now, these aren't just random powders. They're engineered microparticles. Their job is to soak up excess oil on your skin surface. But crucially, without making your skin feel tight or stripped, you know that feeling. Yeah, avoiding that is key. It's about controlling sebum but keeping moisture, so the makeup stays fresh and comfortable for longer. And if you look at the bigger picture, this really speaks to what consumers want now, doesn't it? High performance, yes, but not at the expense of skin health or comfort. It's a shift from those older, heavier formulas.
Definitely a game changer if it delivers on that promise. No one wants that midday makeup meltdown.
Okay, so the formulation sounds very clever. Let's switch gears slightly to the skincare part of this hybrid. We heard nutrients and moisturizing factors, but what's the real star ingredient driving those benefits? The sources keep mentioning something called giant byung pool. What is that exactly, and why is it such a big deal for this cushion?
Right, giant myung pool. It's not just like another botanical extract thrown in. It's presented as Ryman's. That's the brand-exclusive proprietary plant strain, specifically of giant Centella asiatica, so you won't find this exact thing anywhere else. They apparently developed it through, and I quote, numerous trials involving top-notch R&D expertise in using elite cultivation and harvesting practices. So that points to serious scientific effort, a real investment to make it unique. Different from standard Centella extracts.
Okay, proprietary. So it's a special version of Centella asiatica, which, Centella itself is already huge in K-beauty for soothing and healing.
Exactly, a known powerhouse.
Yeah.
So where does this specific giant byung pool come from? Is there like a special origin?
Yes, and the origin is definitely part of the story they're telling. It's sourced exclusively on our heritage homeland of Jeju Island.
Mm.
And Jeju Island, for anyone into K-beauty, is almost mythical. Volcanic island, pristine environment, unique soil. It's a prime location for high-quality botanicals.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more than just the location. It's also grown under optimal conditions at Ryman's Smart Farm, which suggests advanced tech, controlled cultivation, aiming for consistency, purity, and getting the most potent version of the plant's actives. So it's this blend of like natural heritage and modern science.
Wow, okay. That's quite the pedigree for an ingredient. Nature meets high-tech farming. So with all that effort, the R&D, the special cultivation, what are the actual key skincare benefits they claim you get only from Ryman's giant vine pool? What's it supposed to do for your skin when it's in the cushion?
Well, the sources list several key things. They say it delivers improved moisturization, hyperpigmentation reduction, and antioxidant care to the skin. Those are pretty major benefits. And taken together, the idea is that these enhance your skin's overall elasticity and radiance. So it's not just tackling one issue, it's kind of a multi-benefit approach, addressing dryness, evening out tone, protecting from environmental stress, and boosting firmness. And that line, benefits you can only experience with Ryman, really drives home the exclusivity message. It makes you think, doesn't it? How much weight do we as consumers put on these proprietary ingredients? On the science and unique sourcing behind them, it's an interesting angle on value and beauty.
It really is. It makes you consider the innovation factor when you're buying something. Okay, so we've got the impressive cushion, the unique ingredient, but how does someone listening, maybe in the US or Canada, actually get their hands on this stuff? Let's zoom out a bit and talk about the platform, kbeauty-usa.com. What's the overall experience like there? What kind of range do they offer beyond this one cushion?
All right, kbeauty-usa.com seems positioned as a pretty comprehensive gateway to K-beauty for North America. It's not just makeup. They cover the whole routine. Cleansers and exfoliators, moisturizers, serums and toners, and procules, masks. They even have ritual sets and travel experience kits, which is nice for trying things out. But what's interesting is they go broader, too, into hair and body care. They mentioned the Bottle Lab line specifically, and even nutrition products, which really leans into that holistic K-beauty philosophy, you know? It's about overall wellness, not just your face.
Yeah, that total well-being approach. So it's more than just skincare, it's a whole self-care destination, potentially. Does the site make it easy for you to find things for specific skin issues, like if you have dryness or redness?
Yeah, it seems quite user-friendly in that regard. They let you shop by specific concerns, listing categories like dryness, sensitivity and redness, uneven skin tone, and aging and fine lines. So that helps you narrow things down quickly to find products that might actually work for your specific needs. And for accessibility, it's clearly set up for North America, serves both Canada and the United States. And importantly, all the prices are in USD. That really simplifies things, especially for Canadian shoppers. No surprise currency conversions at checkout.
That's definitely helpful, streamlining the process. Okay, so the range is broad, navigation seems targeted. What about deals? Any promotions running? And the practical stuff, payments, and maybe most importantly for online shopping, what's their return policy like, especially for makeup?
They definitely use promotions. Right now, there's a summer sale happening. It's tiered. So orders over $150 get a free headband. If you spend over $200, you get the headband plus a free portable fan and also free shipping.
It's a pretty common strategy, right? Encouraging a slightly larger purchase by adding extra value makes you feel like you're getting a bit more.
For sure, those little extras can definitely nudge you over the threshold. And once you've filled your cart, how easy is the checkout? And are they active elsewhere online, like social media? Payment seems straightforward. They accept a whole bunch of options. American Express, Apple Pay, Diners Club, Discover, MasterCard, PayPal, ShopPay, Visa. Pretty much covers all the bases. And yes, they seem to have a strong social media presence. They're listed on Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So they're definitely engaging with customers on those platforms, building that community. Now, the return policy, this is crucial, especially for makeup like the cushion. The sources state it's non-returnable and non-exchangeable once opened or used. Hey, that's mainly for hygiene and safety, which makes sense for cosmetics. But it's definitely something you need to know before you buy. Be sure about your shade choice, for instance.
Yeah, that's a really key piece of information. Good to know up front. No impulse buys on foundation shades, maybe.
Well, we've certainly covered a lot today, really peeled back the layers on this K-beauty example. We've seen how this ICD Makeup Luminous Glow Cushion aims to be more than just makeup. It's about actively treating your skin with ingredients like giant bean pool, developed with serious science. And it's all brought to North America via a platform like kbeautyusa.com. It really shows that holistic approach K-beauty is known for.
Absolutely. And I think this deep dive, it really highlights a bigger shift happening across the whole beauty industry, doesn't it? This growing expectation that our products should multitask, they should do more. It kind of prompts us as consumers to think about what we value, like how important is transparency about ingredients or proprietary science or this whole holistic view, especially when brands are clearly investing a lot to deliver on those promises. Is makeup as skincare the new baseline? That's a really interesting thought to end on. Makes you wonder. So maybe the next time you're browsing for a new beauty product, you might pause and ask yourself, okay, beyond how it looks right now, what else is this actually doing for my skin? And what's the real science, the real story behind those claims?